Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about what's on my Galaxy Z Fold 6, a device that is absolutely fire, and a device that I'm actually in the process of selling, and that is mainly because I have been enjoying my Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold experience a little bit more than my Galaxy Z Fold 6. To tell you the truth, it's surprising. Even though this device has better software overall, the hardware actually surprises me with this device here, and it has made me want to switch on over to it. So if you're interested in potentially trying to buy this off me, I'm selling 3 cases, the S Pen case, my 2 Pataka cases, and of course the device here. So you can DM me on Twitter/X or Instagram if you want to throw me a nice solid number to begin the negotiations. Now, outside of that, again, I also definitely continue to appreciate you guys' support with this channel, with this tech journey, with me being able to take these opportunities and risks to get more expensive tech like the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and the Galaxy Watch Ultra and the like. And it's because you guys are supporting the channel. You guys are sending super thanks. You guys are supporting by means of subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, commenting, having good engagement in the comment section. So I definitely appreciate that. I know we only got a few weeks left in this year, and I was really hoping to push towards 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I'll free that way some videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. It would be a great way to start 2025 off right and really start getting the eyeballs from companies to actually want to send more stuff this way, so that way I can continue to provide you guys solid perspective on technology today. Now, without further ado, let's get into the device and what's on my Galaxy Z Fold 6. As you see, I use the always on display. This is what I always use. I change it from time to time, but I like this one. It says be the game changer, and I use some of the stock widgets that Samsung provides for the lock screen. So if I double tap, and that's my live video animation for my lock screen. So if I press and hold, this is where you can actually make some adjustments such as the time and your widgets. And so if you press in that area, you can change your widgets this way. And that's what I normally do. With One UI 7, hopefully we get a few more widgets that we can actually display on our lock screen. That would be nice. You can also somewhat change your actual notifications. So if you want, you can do icon only, you can do none, you can do the actual details. I like icon only. And then you can change your wallpapers, but you cannot necessarily add the live video. You will actually have to use the wallpaper and themes within settings. So if I swipe up, I come into settings and I scroll down here to wallpaper and style. My bad, themes. This is what you have to use. You have to go into themes. Once it brings you into Galaxy themes, this is where you would go into your always on display and or lock screen, right? Which would be wallpapers. And for always on display, as I discussed before, I already have some that's purchased. So if I have, all I have to do is go to menu and go to my stuff. And I have the basic theme there. I have the wallpapers. This is where you would get your live videos if you wanted to for your lock screen. And right now, the one I'm using is the SW Colorful Expression. So if I click on it, that's what's going on there. And I thought I could just, okay, so maybe not. I was hoping to give me the details, but it's called Colorful Expression. So if you guys want to look that up, you can. You also have the Sea Storm, which is also nice. I like that. Just at night, that the thunder really shocks your eyes. So that's why I don't use this one as much, but it feels very in-depth, very 3D. And then you also have this one, which is more basic, which is what I also like. I like to use this one primarily at night because it's a darker theme. But these are my live videos I would use for my lock screen. This is a dark plastic cube. So if you guys want to check that out, by all means. But always on display wise, the one I'm using is Be the Game Changer. I like using my access denied as well. I like using the kind of volume EQ, live fluctuating wave there. I like using This Is the Way, the Mandalorian. And then of course you have your default and basic. You can find these within the always on display or wallpapers within the themes app. That's in your settings. I believe you can also create the icon to actually be in your app drawer. And so that's what I use for my lock screen, and that's what I also use for my always on display. Now, as you guys can see, this is what my setup looks like on my home screen, and my setup on my main display or my main screen is different than my actual setup on my cover screen. In order to make sure you guys can take advantage of that, you'll come back into settings, you'll come in here to home screen, And once you click on home screen, you want to make sure your cover mirroring is off. If it's off, you will be able to have two different distinct setups for your device. Now, this is one of those software features that Google needs to bring to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, because that is locked to mirroring your cover display with your main display. But with Samsung, you have the option to be more customizable, more creative with your cover screen and your main screen. And here you see I have my apps here, and this app, I kind of keep 3 to 4 within rotation. But I definitely like this one because it kind of gives me just a little bit more information that I would like to have at a glance on my cover screen. And these, I use KWGD widget, and you got to have the Pro key in order to really kind of get more kind of in the nitty gritty when you want to make adjustments to specific widgets. Coda K87 is the main one I'm using right there. I may have passed a couple of the other ones I'm using. There's a Coda K91, that's the other one that I'm using. I've used this one before as well, K94, that's a solid one. But again, it's all dependent on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to maintain for your device. And of course, my apps are standard. I do the 4x5 layout, and I have my JW Library app, X, Threads, Instagram, Galaxy Store, Play Store, YouTube, YouTube Studio, Samsung Internet Explorer, phone, Google Messages, and settings right there. And if I swipe over, I have my media player, and I have my battery that I also use for my device care, where every now and then I decide to clean up my memory. And so that's pretty much what I have going on the cover display. Everything's very simple. But now when you open up to the bad boy right there, and as you guys can also see, I do have my home screen on rotation, both for the cover screen, where it still can look good. Now it also depends on what your what your widget is up at the top, because it may look a little funky. But I do use that, and of course it's going to naturally work with the main screen on the inside as well, as you guys can see right there. And so what widget am I using here? All right, now that I found it, because it went to sleep, I couldn't find it in the actual widget maker. 14KWGT Ultimate. So if you click on this and actually click on widgets, it'll be free 14. So I like free number 6 as well, free 006. I like using that one as well from time to time. And free 14, that's the one I'm using right there in the middle, right there. That's the one I'm using for this widget right here, and I don't have it set up for any other thing. And I believe I'm using 14KWGT Ultimate for my actual Google bar as well. The Google bar is actually K14 from the Coda for Custom. And what I did was just I edited everything out and just kept the actual Google bar. So that's why you need a KWGT Pro key as well. I think it's like maybe $2, but it's definitely worth the $2 if you want to sit here and customize your device the way you want to. And that's what I like about Android. That's what I like about Samsung as well, is the level of customization that you can go to with your device. And so what's next that I have going on here, I use Samsung's actual calendar widget. So if I go ahead and pinch out and I go to widgets and I come in here to calendar, you will see it under calendar, and I use either this widget, the list widget, or the Monday, Sunday widget, or the month widget. Right now, I think I'm using one of these. But the point is, I'm using one of these list widgets for the calendar widget here. And then I also have my media player or Apple Music widget right there. And then that's the other widget that I would use otherwise. But I like the calendar widget right there. It looks really good, the month widget. And then, of course, the same apps along with my media kind of folder where I have all my streaming apps, Hulu, Disney Plus, Max, Netflix, Paramount Plus, Peacock, and Amazon Prime Video or Prime Video. And then I have Apple Music over here for short. So I actually don't even know why I have the button over here when I have the actual widget right there. And if I swipe over, it's just another clock widget that I was tinkering with. And then down at the bottom, I have my Galaxy Store, my Play Store, Samsung Internet, phone, Google Messages, and settings. Keep it very simple from that perspective. I also use Edge Panel, where I can also have a host of other apps without having to flood my actual layout and pages. So I got Google Maps, Gmail, the wearable app, calendar, files, the Samsung's Files app, the calculator, the gallery, Samsung Health, Samsung Notes, Good Lock, the voice recorder app, Instagram, X, and Threads. And of course, I wanted to customize that. I just hit the little pin down there. If I actually wanted to access other apps, I can do it this way. And this actually comes in handy when you're not on the home screen, of course, because you're on the home screen, you can just swipe up and access your apps that way, right? And shout out to One UI 7 bringing the vertical app drawer here soon. But when you're in apps, when you're busy and you just need to access stuff, you can do it that way as well. So that's how I have this set up on this device. And also, if I'm in an app like let's say I'm in the settings, I can always press and hold down here to bring my taskbar back up so I don't have it locked that way. And I can also have access to my bottom row of apps that's on my home screen. And again, if I want to access additional apps, I can do it this way right here by pressing that button. But if I don't want to show it, that's all I have to do to get it to go away. And boom, we're back to normal there. And so I like Samsung's customization from that perspective. I've changed the app icons as well. And as you guys can see, I really don't have a lot of icons going across up at the top. That's because of Samsung Good Lock. Good Lock gives you a lot of capabilities. So if we come on over here to Makeup and go to Theme Park, once Theme Park loads up, you're going to notice you have the ability down here with icon. And if you click on icon, this is where you can come in and actually install icon packs from the Play Store and tweak them and or set them up here in Theme Park to then use on your display. And so that's what you guys see going on here is I'm using currently the Black Pi icon pack. And so if I come into my folder, that's what it looks like, the Black Pi icons right here. And these icons look beautiful. And I'm hoping that, again, Google learns a thing or two from Samsung and allows some of this customization with their Pixel. I know it's more of like the simplistic approach to Android and with Google's version or flair of Android, but some of these customizations would definitely come in handy for that device. And then also in Good Lock, in order to get rid of your icons up at the top, I believe it is in Home Up or Quick Start. If I come into Home Up, you'll see in terms of home screen, you still have those, you have a couple more options when it comes to your home screen. And I have the app icon setting activated to actually eliminate the icons of the apps to give it more of a clean look. And then if I come in here to, let's go back into Home Up just to show you guys this too. If I come in here to Task Changer, as you guys can see, I've changed what my Task Changer looks like to make it feel a little more fluid. I kind of like that style. It's called the stack. It's very kind of Apple-esque, if you will. So I like that. And of course, you have additional options as well. How to customize that, how to minimize your task or your recent app screen as well, not having a bunch of stuff show up. Just keep it nice and clean like that. And so you have that ability with Good Lock and with Task Changer. And if we come in here to Quick Start is where you can hide your visibility of indicator icons. So if you click on this is where you can toggle a lot of stuff off and keep it very simple up at the top to give it like a very clean look. And so that's what I really like about that. And I've also hid the clock. I use clock settings and I hide it. If I wanted to, I could put it on the left, I could put it on the right. You see it's popping up there at the top, but I like it hidden because I don't need it. All right, I just swipe down, or I have a clock widget for the clock. And so there's many other things to set up this device to make it look very clean. And that's what I've done to give it the most cleanest look. And of course, swiping over to get discovery feed. I like that right there. So that's very clean and minimalistic as well. And so this is what I like about this device here. I like Samsung's customization approach. And I'm definitely hoping other companies take note of that and add that to their side with their phones. And so hopefully you guys appreciate this video. Let me know what do you guys use Good Lock to set up your device? Do you do a lot of customization with your phones? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, it's all free. That way in some videos, you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super things button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. Jermaine Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for